It's a Super Bowl rematch twice over. It's the coach. This is week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, no Joe Montana, Ken Anderson, or even Boomer Esiason. But we've got a rematch of Super Bowl 16 and 23 between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll see you at halftime with a look back at some games from earlier today. But now, let's get up to Cincy. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, you're just going to call him productive?
I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that big-time game?
Go, go, go.
From the 36, Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
first down. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Being chased out left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 yards. First down Niners. Garoppolo now. First down throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Here we go.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Dalton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Garoppolo on first down, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half. when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's third and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Andy Dalton got his man. It's Eifert, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And Dalton to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Dalton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. This is caught. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, and he will bring this this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that...
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. So Dalton now to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Breida, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
Back. Here we go, here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Here we go.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gold with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish